Is this thing on? Wow. You probably hear me a lot differently now. Actually, I want to see how this sounds. But as you could see from the title, this is a video diary. Sorry if you hear the TV in the background, but I have to have some type of background noise. And I don't want to play music because I don't want to get copyrighted. Sorry. But I did video diaries last year in August for my birthday because my birthday is in August, August 18th. If you are new to my channel, my birthday is August 18th. And I did the video diaries for the month of August just as a commemoration for myself and getting older and being real and vulnerable and open and honest and just, acknowledging the highs and the lows of every single day. And I don't know, the past couple of days I have felt, I guess you could say, led to do a video diary. Like something in me kept saying, you should do a video diary. You haven't done one since August. And I did say when I did them that I wanted to make it a thing on my channel in general that I do every now and then. It doesn't have to be a daily thing, like once a month or, every single day type of thing. But I do know that, like, I'm building my platform. Sorry that this is bothering me, but anyway, I'm building my platform on being open and honest, authentic, and being 100% myself. And a part of that is acknowledging the good and the bad. And I've been like slightly more inconsistent when it comes to my posting schedule, especially with my two main sources of trying to get an income on social media, which would be YouTube and TikTok. Um, oh yeah. Thank you guys for 85 subscribers. I am 15 away from 100. And once again, once I get to 100 subscribers, once I get to 100 subscribers, I will be posting an NGL link so you guys can ask me anonymous questions and get to know me. I'm hoping it stays as respectful and PG as possible, but that is a risk you run when you do something anonymously. So yeah. Um, but I don't know. I just wanted to get on here and give, like, I guess a life update because like I said, I've been more inconsistent than I normally would have been in terms of posting, and that is because I got a job. If you're new here, I was not out of work. I was fun employed, self-employed for almost 2 years. If I had made it all the way to August, it would have been 2 years for sure that I was not in a traditional job in like a clocking in, clocking out sense, where I'm not just making money on my own, doing things on my own. I'm back in retail slash customer service. And to say the least, it is interesting. I told my therapist it feels weird because after almost 2 years, I had started to accept that maybe it just wasn't meant to be because it's not like I wasn't applying to jobs because I was. I just wasn't getting accepted by jobs. And so I had decided like maybe this is just the sign that I need to invest all my time and energy into myself, hone my crafts and my talents, promote myself and my art and my business and my talents, and put myself out there as a content creator for other opportunities. And so taking the job, well, first of all, getting the job offer and then accepting the job offer, it definitely felt like a bit of a setback in that journey of investing my time into myself and my talents. And it's draining mentally and physically. And ironically enough, financially, because I don't have a car, so, or even like a bike. So I am paying to get to and from work if I'm not able to get a ride from Bestiana or even a coworker that's nice. And with turning 27 this year on August 18th, once again, um, things are just clicking in my brain that like I feel like I'm set for a new chapter of life. I've had my permit since I was 24, and that's even a late age to necessarily get your permit. It's usually people get it at like 15, 16. Um, and I still don't have my license and I don't have a car. But I'm working on changing that because something in my brain, like one day, I got off work and it was right around the school semester ending, so the campus shuttle schedule was like, very iffy. And I believe it was a Sunday. So I got off work at 2:30. And usually with the way the campus shuttle goes, it would have got to around the area I work at least at like 10:40, right? I mean 2:40. It didn't come. So I called the school. I'm like, "Hey, is the shuttle running?" They're like, if you go on campus and see the sign on the sidewalk, then it's running. If you don't see it, then it's not. We don't know. We have no control over that, which anyway. I'm like, well, I'm not on campus. I'm getting off work and I actually was trying to get a ride back to campus, so I that's why I'm asking. And she's like, "Oh yeah, it should be running." I'm like, "Okay." It gets to like 3 p.m. Still no shuttle. It gets to 3:20 p.m. Still no shuttle. And another thing that really, really discouraged me from the job is that I did not get paid for 3 weeks because apparently I joined in the middle of a pay period, which I was told I would be getting paid at least the second week, which is already a stretch because if I'm working, it's because I need the money. So getting a biweekly check and getting that first check on the second week is like, bruh. If I had a car, it would have been different. It would have been easier. But since I don't, how am I getting to and from work? And now with the school year ending, the campus shuttle is not like I had a bit, not a breakdown, but I had like a what the fuck brain fart. Like I just didn't know what to do. I felt very helpless. I was panicking a little bit internally. But luckily my mom was able to come through for me and like something in my head was like, "Girl, you're too old for this. You're too old for this." And granted, I say on my page, like, well, on my TikTok at least, that like age is just not necessarily that age is just a number, but like you're always growing up and there's no set time for anything. You're on your own timeline. You're on nobody's timeline but your own. You don't have to do the same thing. You don't have to do the same thing as everybody else at the same time. But there are certain like internal pressures I feel on myself that's like I do need to have these things done by now. And then with especially every time graduation season comes up, something in me hurts a little bit because I'd never finished my degree. And I think about if I did, how where I could have been in life, how different my life could have been if I had a different job, if I had different job opportunities at my feet and different opportunities and stuff like that. Even though the degree I would have had isn't even something I want to pursue anymore, it's just the fact that I would have had a bachelor's degree to my name. And that credential enough could get me into different doors that I'm able to get into now. And like, I don't know, man. It's just like I I don't really know how else to frame what I'm trying to say, but like I just feel like it's time for bigger and better. And in 2024, I've already elevated more than I've done in years. Mentally, physically, emotionally, verbally, like I'm becoming a better and different person every single day and I know that and people around me are acknowledging that and seeing that and that is reassuring in itself. And I just feel like, taking certain steps to feeling more adult at my big age, even though I'm still very young, but at my big age, is just what I need. Like, granted, I'm not on anybody's timeline. That's why I'm doing this at 26, almost 27. When people been had cars since they was like 16, 18, 20, 21, I didn't. I also don't have the same access and opportunities as everybody else. So, of course, my life is going to be different from other people's, right? And honestly, verbalizing this in a video is actually helping me a lot because I haven't spoken to my therapist in like 2 weeks because Memorial Day and then like a whole bunch of other stuff, which is, whatever. But like verbalizing that, I have been feeling uncomfortable with myself and feeling a little bit of pressure is helping me feel a little bit more at ease about it, which is exactly why I guess something inside me was urging me to do this video diary. Noted. Um, but yeah, like because of this job, I've had less time to do the things I was doing in the almost 2 years I was home every day. I was doing more art. I was exercising more, even if it's just in the house. I was going live on TikTok, making money. I was doing my shadow. I haven't done my shadow work in a minute. I read 3 books in the span of 2 months, and now I have a book, and I have a new book, and I haven't picked it up in like 2 weeks. And it's just weird to know that like I'm back in the workforce, yay, but it doesn't really feel like that, especially with the job I'm doing and the pay I'm getting and the people I have to deal with, whether it be the customers or my coworkers, is like, is it even really worth it? What am I doing? And then trying to move back home, and that's a whole other thing. Like, I want to be in the city, I want to be around friends and some family, but the settings I just don't want to be in. But it's like, if I want to be around my loved ones, I have no choice. And it's so much. It's really so much. Um, can't wait to talk to my therapist on Monday. Pretty sure I hope I have an appointment on Monday. Anyway, yeah, like I just there's a lot that is going around in this brain of mine, and I miss posting on YouTube. I mean, I've been doing it. It's not like I haven't uploaded any videos at all. Just not as many as I would have liked. And like, there's so many ideas I have for YouTube that I have yet to execute that I would have had the time to if I was not working. But also, I should be grateful I'm working because I just bought myself some Chipotle today because I could and I could afford it, which is beautiful. For so long I was relying on like if I'm doing something with hair or if I get a random ass art commission or going live on TikTok, and like I do have somewhat of a steady income now, but then it's like for what? Because like I said before, I have to spend a pretty penny to get to and from work most days than not. And it's like, well, damn, I'm supposed to be saving money for my move back home, but it's hard. It really is. Is this hair behind my ear? Yes, it is, because there's hair behind your ear, Lauren. Anyway, so yeah, it's just been a lot of like, not necessarily inner turmoil, but just a lot of thoughts and questions about where my life is headed, what is the reason for things. So dramatic. But honestly, I'm like becoming more content with life, and even with this working thing, like sometimes I do have moments where I'm like, I don't want to do this, and I feel like it's pointless. And I've even verbalized this, like I kind of miss not having a real job. Well, not a real job, but I miss not being like in this workforce. I miss being fun slash self-employed. Like I miss it because of the time I had and like It's just different, you know? Especially after almost 2 years, you get used to not being in that realm and then being in that realm again and dealing with weird people and petty people and annoying people and childish people and literal children because I do work with minors and like being 26 and working with somebody that's like 16 just makes me wonder if that's how the people that I was working with at the Gap and DSW felt when I was working with them. But I still think I know it wasn't like that because I've just always been very mature. But like, yeah. It lets me know that I'm at a different place in my life mentally, and it definitely makes me feel even more like, what am I doing here? Honestly. And yeah, like I really and like I said before, it just it reminds me of the fact that like if I finished my degree, I could have been in a different position in life. Granted, my degree was not in a field that I want to pursue now. I still would have been a little bit more set in terms of things I had or could do. And like I look at some of my peers who I was supposed to graduate with, and I know comparison is the thief of joy, but if sometimes I feel maybe regret or guilt, but like I'll be like, damn, they're doing really good. And like I feel like I'm doing okay, you know? They have office jobs or hospital jobs and they're teachers and stuff like that. A lot of them are getting married and having kids, but that I'll let y'all have that. That's not really my ministry right now, and I am very okay with that. I have a cat. I'm an aunt now. Oh yeah, I'm an aunt now, and like I'm okay with the no marriage and kids right now. It's just the like the having a house or a beautiful apartment because I'm tired of this apartment. I want an aesthetically pleasing apartment. I do. Forgive me. First world problems, I know. I know, but I do want an aesthetically pleasing apartment where I'm not ashamed of it and I don't feel uncomfortable with it and I'm willing to invite people over. And honestly, Bestiana, I love you, but I am also just ready to live alone. I feel like I need that. I've lived with people my whole life, from my family to college roommates to friends and partners. I want my own space. I really do. And you could say, Lauren, you have your own room, and you have the house to yourself when your housemate is gone. Yes, but like there are times where I honestly want no human contact at all. Just being real. And I know Bestie is like that too. Like sometimes you just want your own space 100% where you don't have to deal with other people. You don't have to hear other people. You don't have to work around, cooperate with, compromise with other people because it's just your space and you could treat it however you want. And that's another thing I've been struggling with, like going back into a house with my family after years of at least having some type of my own space. It's gonna be weird. But also, I'm tired of being out here in this town, so it's like, girl, you're gonna have to do it. It's temporary anyway. It's temporary anyway. But yeah, so much has been going on and like nothing at the same time. I am very much so just trying to work on myself and better myself in any way that I can, if I can. Right now, next steps are just, getting stuff together for my move and just my life in general. I was about to give y'all details, but it seems like every time I give details, not every time, let me not be so definitive, but sometimes when I give details, even if it's just of my close friends or even with just like a family member or a friend, something would happen every now and then. Like it's just a little weird, and I'm tired of feeling suspicious about all that type of stuff. So just shut your mouth. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't want this to be a very long video. It's just a quick check-in. Feel free to drop how you feel in the comments. And as I've always said, my page is a safe space. If you ever want to DM me, whether it be on here or one of my other socials, and you need somebody to talk to, I'm here for you. I'm a listening ear, shoulder to cry on. Um, if you want to pay me for it, my Cash App is in my link tree. I'm joking, but I'm not. And yeah, another video diary in the books. Of course, there will be more to come. We don't know when. It just happens when it happens at this point. I might do the once a day. I might do the daily video diary thing again for August for this birthday, but we'll see. But yeah, highs and lows video diaries day. Well, entry I think 32, 31 or 32, I think. But yeah, highs of this week, I get paid tomorrow. Going shopping over the weekend. Very excited. Lows. I really might, oh man, I should have did that today. I really might have to go to the doctor because I might have a problem with my feet because my feet be hurting real bad. Real bad. It's like very unfortunate. And also like I said, it's just the thoughts of like what am I really working for? What's the point? I miss having all my time to myself, but it's okay. I love you. I hope you love you, and I hope you love me. But baby, if you don't, it is quite all right because I love me enough for the both of us. Also, yes, I did this hair myself. I did not record the process because it was the day Trump got indicted. So I was watching the news with my grandma, my mom, and my mom's friend while I was doing this. So yeah. Anyway, bye. See you soon.